What is good, ladies and gentlemen, bitches? Welcome back to the channel. We are back with the Real Madrid career mode. I don't even know what episode this is at this point, but I do know it's been damn near it's been a month. It's been over a month since we recorded one of these videos, and we are back. We're jumping right back into it. I know we done been away, and I know you thought that this series wasn't coming back, but it is, and we're right back into the action. Transfer window is still open, as you can see, and we are on the selling side of some business. As Romania is leaving us, and he's a player I did mention at the end of season 1 that he was coming back from loan, and I was going to give him a chance in preseason. We did give him a chance in preseason, and to be fair to him, he didn't do anything wrong, but I mean, he also didn't do enough right. He got himself 1 goal in preseason, I think, against Spurs, and you would think as an Arsenal fan that would be more than enough, but I think the deciding factor in my decision to actually sell him in the end was the fact that he was going to Arsenal, and we've spoke about Arsenal because obviously I'm an Arsenal fan. Arsenal are doing this weird rebuild type thing, and I don't know what's really going on, and I decided I kind of wanted to help out my team, bro. So, and honestly, I don't know how much selling them Boya Mayoral is actually helping him out, because he's good, but he ain't that good, and maybe that's a little bit of a downgrade. I don't know. But Arsenal came and they decided that they wanted to give us some money for Borja Mayoral. And I looked at the team and I looked at where we are right now and I looked at the position we're in, and I figured it's just not really a place for him in this team. I mean, you look at what we're trying to achieve, you look at what we're going for. I mean, we're trying to build Galacticos. We're trying to bring back the Galacticos, and in reality, there's not really any place for him in the Galacticos with the lineup that we have, with what we're trying to do. Figured it was time for Boya Mayoral to move on, and we could, you know, keep taking strides in the right direction. I figured, and this is how we were lining up. We had a big game, first of the episode here today. We're playing against Atletico Madrid in the Madrid derby. I mean, you already know. I don't have to say much about how big this game is. We've already played Atletico Madrid a number of times in this save already, and they've all been crackers of games. So, I mean, you can expect another game of high tension. You know, it's all going down in this one. And Bernardo Silva was the first one to really create a chance for us as he went down this right-hand side, or tried to create a chance. The first one to try and get anything going. And Atletico Madrid tried to pass it out of the back, but they did make a big mistake as they gave the ball away to Casemiro. Vinicius Jr. found Benzema in just a matter of passes after Atletico Madrid give the ball away. We find the back of the net, tucking it away, 1-0 up, and it's that man again, Captain Zimmer. Zimmer, who got the keys to the back of the net. It's always Benzema. Casemiro there to pick up the loose balls. Everybody just doing what they do, really. Casemiro picking up loose balls, playing it into somebody a little bit more creative. Vinicius Jr. knew what to do with the end product that he's been providing since day 1 in this save, really. And finding Benzema, continuing his fine start to the season, finding the back of the net. We've been denied many times by Oblak in this save, but that is not one of the times that he's going to get in the way of that shot. You see here, Vinicius Jr. going on a nice little mazy run, and I love doing that in this game because it's so hard. It's damn near impossible to even beat a defender on the hardest difficulty. When you're playing on ultimate difficulty, just beating a defender one-on-one is damn near impossible because they are literally reading your inputs before you press it. They know what you're doing. So I mean, they just defend so well. Like, there's no other way of putting it other than in this game they defend so well. And you see, Atletico Madrid, I told you, high intensity. Atletico, they were putting on a Diego Simeone performance because you see I don't know how that's just a yellow, because Mario Hermoso right there just went right through the back of Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. left him in his dust right there. Absolutely dusted him. But Atletico was still in the game, trying to create chances. Mendy was beaten to the ball there by Llorente. They went back and forth a little bit. Ball oh, sorry, it wasn't Llorente. It was Llorente in the end there who found the back of the net. Drawing Atletico level, just 5 minutes to go in the first half before we were able, 5 minutes to go in the half until we would have got in with our lead intact. But Atletico Madrid were able to pull it back. It's not the best defending right there between Kimpembe and Ferland Mendy. But I mean, once Mendy had lost out on the right-hand side, we was in a really bad position, and Atletico made us pay right here at the Velodrome, and they were putting more pressure on us. As you see, they got loads of space inside the box right there. Thomas Lemar forces a fantastic save out of Thibaut Courtois. He just continues to do it, just continues, and I mean, time after time, save that game-saving saves. And another one you see right there is Militao wins the ball back but gives it away, and Atletico Madrid make a absolutely terrible mistake, giving the ball straight to Eden Hazard, who'd come off of the bench and was unable to find the back of the net. And you can see right there, you miss out on that a lot of the time in the save, because a lot of the time maybe the little things, you know, don't make it into the videos. You see right there, Llorente, the goal scorer, had himself a brilliant chance as he beat Kimpembe fantastically. But going back, I mean, you don't really, sometimes you don't see those types of situations. One-on-one with the keeper, and that's where the settings of the save and the things I've put in place to make it difficult really come out and shine. Because playing in an away game, if we was at home, I mean, we probably would put that in the back of the net, right? But then playing away, we're playing on manual shooting. It just makes it a little bit more, not only, it's not even necessarily the difficulty, but it's the tension that comes with it, the pressure that comes with knowing that I have to do it all myself, right? But in the transfer window, back in some action, you see Watford making a big signing for Ismaila Sarr. Sorry, Watford selling Sarr to Espanyol. He's coming over to the Spanish league. And someone who's leaving the Spanish league to go to England is Dani Ceballos. I'm sure no, it won't come as a surprise to many. He was almost on his way out at the end of last season, gone to Wolves. I figured, you know, I'm happy with that deal. He didn't get any game time last season, really. And if he's not getting game time last season, he's not going to get game time this season or moving forward. I feel like Wolves is a good place for him to go. And we took some of that money and put it into replacing Dani Carvajal, which is going to be, I told you, it's going to be a tough-ass job. Dani Carvajal, best right back in the game, I'm assuming. Sold him to Juventus in the last episode, and we've gone out and we've found our replacement, Noussair Mazraoui, the 24-year-old Moroccan right back, signed him from Ajax. Season 82 overall, so I mean, obviously nowhere near the 89 Carvajal was when he left us. Dani Carvajal was, I mean, so good. So having to replace him, it's going to be hard, and hopefully Mazraoui does the job. But at the age of, I think Carvajal was 29, maybe even 30. Carvajal, obviously, later end of his career, a world record fee for a defender that we received for Carvajal. I couldn't turn it down. And Mazraoui, welcome to Real Madrid. Hopefully he comes in and gets the job done as, you know, big signing towards the end of the window. You see him with deadline day right now, and a lot going down. Coming up towards $1 billion spent on deadline day, and we make ourselves another signing, and this is one that I'm happy with, because I mean, this is the type of signing I feel like you gotta make when you're building the Galacticos, because not everybody can be a Galactico, right? Not everybody could be a Galactico. And for us to snap up Otavio from Porto for 45 million, it's not, I mean, in the market we're in today, especially with being on strict transfer negotiation settings, I feel like getting him, I mean, you see his value right there is 32 million, so it's not going to come across as a huge bargain. But a player that's going to be able to come in and bring quality to the team. He could play out wide, he could play in the middle, and we got him on a low wage, only 50,000 a week for Otavio. So that 45 million, I mean, you even take some of that off, and for the lack of wages that we have to pay the guy, and he's a quality player. And another quality player that we did have that is leaving, Marco Asensio. This is one, I mean, at the end of season 1 in the roundup you saw, I really wasn't sure what was going to happen with Asensio. In the end, he's gone to Arsenal. Another one of our players going to Arsenal. 60 million was the fee, and I think again in this situation, I think Arsenal was the deciding factor. The fact that I could have helped out Arsenal a little bit by doing it. The fact that we've brought in Bernardo Silva, we've still got Rodrigo, we've still got Pedro Neto, we've still got Hazard. There's a lot of options for us out wide. And as much as I did enjoy using Asensio last season, and honestly, even now, I kind of regret letting him go, because, I mean, I like Asensio, but the offer came in, and hey, it is what it is. You get some of these in saves, man. Like, sometimes you let a player go, and maybe it wasn't the right decision, but time will tell. Asensio has left us to join Arsenal alongside Boya Mayoral. Another one right here, Jesus Vallejo is going out on loan to Aston Villa with an option for them to buy for 15 million. So we're going to see, as you can see, Roberto Navarrete, one of our younger players, going out on loan as well. Carlos Soler has left Valencia to go to Leipzig. That one shocked me a little bit. A player who was kind of on my radar somewhat. But he's left the Spanish league. He's gone to Germany. And that was the end of the transfer window. So we now turned our focus onto securing players long-term at the club. And Eder Militao was the first player we locked up to a long-term deal. You can see Vinicius Jr. is the next one who signs for us. 170,000 a week. And then the bombshell hit. Because Manchester United, after deadline day, I guess it didn't go through on deadline day, but their deal has still gone through, period. Manchester United have decided to pay the release clause of Casemiro. Massive deal. Honestly, off the top of my head, I can't actually remember where it is, but it's definitely well over 100 million was the release clause of Casemiro. He's gone to Manchester United. I said it at the beginning of the save. If you go back to episode 1, I mean, we put things into place for this series, and one of the things that I said I'm not going to do in 90% of the cases is re-sign a player whose release clause has been activated. If the release clause is activated, out the door they go. I'm not going to interfere. I'm not going to intervene. It's not really realistic in that manner. Casemiro will be leaving us to go and join Manchester United, and that is a massive hit because he is, I mean, I talk about Modric and I talk about Toni Kroos, but all three of them, there's no trinity without Casemiro. There's no trinity without Casemiro, you know. There's only a duo. Casemiro is just as important as Kroos. He's just as important as Modric. And again, just like Carvajal, finding a replacement for Casemiro is damn near impossible. So we still have him until January, of course, but Casemiro will be leaving us and moving to England. And fair play to him. He's done everything he can do in Spain. He's been at Real Madrid since about 2011, I believe. Obviously went out on loan to Porto in, I think, around 2012. So, you know, absolute legend, a Galactico to be sure. But the news is that Casemiro will be leaving us. It's a very busy transfer window right here to kick off season 2. And we've made some good moves. We've made some unfortunate. Well, we didn't make these moves, but unfortunately, some things have gone our other way. Mazraoui does start one of our signings in this window, starting at right back in this game here against Levante, which I think is the final episode of this video. I think we only got 2 games in this episode, but we gonna find out. We wait and see. But going into this game, I did start Camavinga, as you could see, as a massive chance right there did fall to Roberto Soldado, formerly of obviously Valencia and Tottenham Hotspur. Huge chance for the Spanish forward, and he smashes it into a side net. But as I was saying, Camavinga did start in that defensive midfield position because at this point, obviously, the wound was still fresh. And I was thinking at this point, you know, if Casemiro is leaving us in January, and that's already confirmed, then, I mean, why give him every game? Why continue to play him week in, week out? I mean, he's still one of the best defensive midfielders in the world, so we're still going to play him, right? But we're going to try and give Camavinga as much time. And this is Camavinga's chance because I've said time and time again in this save that Camavinga's not really impressed me. Obviously, he's still very young, still 19 years of age. So we're not, you know, it's not an alarming thing, but not really impressed me at this point. And if you're playing at Real Madrid, your age doesn't matter. You have to perform. So this is Camavinga's opportunity really to get involved and really show that he has what it takes to play for Real Madrid. And still 0-0 in this game, but we did get our first real chance of the game as the ball fell to Benzema onto his head. Unable to direct it on target, though, from the Frenchman. And Levante, they came in this, and they were putting up a fight, man. They were really out here to win this game, it seemed. First 40 minutes, still 0-0, and they were really giving Courtois some work to do. As you see right there, that shot from outside the box from Popelu was heading into the top corner, and Courtois had to get a really strong hand to it and knock it out for a corner. Eden Hazard, though, came down the other side, 2 minutes to go of regular time in the first half. He found Benzema, and Benzema crashed it off of the crossbar. He was given one half chance. The half chance is whatever. You miss those, you let it go. But when you put Benzema in front of goal like that, the Frenchman is not going to miss too often right there. He's an absolute legend. Just, I mean, let's just take a quick second to give some love to Karim Benzema, because he is, again, I've said it so many times. I feel like he's one of the most underrated players of all time, honestly. But let's just give him a little bit of love. Shout out Karim Benzema, absolute legend, one of the biggest Real Madrid legends of all time. Like, look how long he's been there. I think he joined them in 2008, and has been doing bits consistently since joining. So shout out to Karim Benzema. We came forward again. 78 minutes. The second half was pretty quiet. Not too much was going on in this game in the second half. And that one goal from Karim Benzema was enough to grab us all 3 points. And this is really what I love about this save. Because you see this game, we go away to Levante. And just the settings alone, like, even though we come away with all 3 points, this is what I wanted from this save. No matter what is happening, even if we come away with all 3 points, I know that I was challenged. Like, this game was tough, bro. We come away, we barely scraped away a 1-0 win. And that's all I'm asking for, bro. Even if, the thing about this save is, even if I went all 38 games unbeaten, I can know confidently that those 38 games weren't easy, right? Those 38 games were still a challenge, and that's all I'm asking for. I'm asking for a challenge in these games. And that's what we're getting, and that's what I'm loving in this save right now. And coming into the next game, bro, can you stop making my cat just came in all types of noise, bro? My bad. Big game right here. Obviously, we was just talking about Dani Carvajal leaving us to go to Juventus. And as you could have seen earlier in the video, when we showed the Champions League group that we was drawn in, we were drawn in the same group as Juve. And Dani Carvajal was actually the captain of Juventus. So they didn't spend that money for no reason, bro. They gave him that. They gave us that money. They wanted Dani Carvajal for a reason. They know how good he could be. And they gave him the honor of being Juventus captain off rip. So, yeah, big game. Champions League fixture. First of the season, I believe, right? Yeah, first Champions League. It's been so long since I recorded one of these videos that honestly at this point I don't even remember where we are. I mean, the deadline day just went, so I'm pretty sure this is the first Champions League game. Bro, can you cut it out, bro? Apologize, bro. I apologize for the interruption. My cat is going crazy out here. You probably can't even hear it, but it's bugging me. But yeah, damn, I missed our lineup. But this is how Juventus lined up, going with a strong squad. Juventus, I mean, in FIFA, they ain't how they are in real life. They ain't struggling. You can see right there they signed Bukayo Saka. They got him out playing on the right hand side alongside Dani Carvajal. 2 new signs. I think they signed Saka in season 1, right? I'm bugging. I can't really remember. But big game, first Champions League game of the campaign, and that always means a lot when it's a big one like this as well. 2 giant teams facing off against each other, and it was a lovely ball from Hazard over the top to find Vinicius Jr. They built a nice little connection, Hazard and Vinny, and I like it. And Vinny, unfortunately, as improved as his finishing and shit like that is in this save on the left-hand side, unable to find the back of the net right there. But you see 63 minutes. Honestly, playing against Juventus is just, bro, that was the only chance up until now, and they were so negative in their approach to the game. Bro, they were so honestly, I don't want to play Juventus again, man. They had just had everyone behind the ball, and in this situation right here, we caught one of the few times they actually came forward and pushed some players ahead, and we were actually able to catch them on the counter-attack. Karim Benzema once again finding the back, and a very similar goal to the one we scored in the last game, with him being slid down that right-hand side, and we finally got ourselves into the lead. Now Juventus had to come forward and try and make something happen, and they done that as they were found inside the box. And Kulusevski, no, that's not Kulusevski. Who the hell is that, bro? Who is you? Turn around, let me see. Who is that? Who's that? What's your name? Who is you? What's your name? Who that? Who was that? I don't know, but I was pissed. I was so mad Look, I can't even explain to you that game. That game was so frustrating. Like, I couldn't get anything. You saw we got our first chance, I think 10 minutes in. Next chance wasn't until 60 something minutes, and all of that time was a bunch of nothing. It was so hard to break Juventus down. It was so hard to get anything. We finally got in the behind and got that goal. And then we just, honestly, and then the defending for that goal for them to score the equalizer was just not good enough. And obviously, you know, I take all the responsibility. That was me. I fucked it up. But god damn, man, that to drop those points after working so hard to get into the lead, Juventus are a problem in this game, bro, because they are so hard to break down. But we move. First game of the Champions League campaign, so it is what it is. And in this one, this is how the table looks at the end. 4 games in, so, you know, as usual, you don't really take too much into consideration when you're looking at the table. Usually until 10 games on and so on. That's when the table starts to shape. But we are joint top with Athletic Club Bilbao having a really good start to the season. We're seeing a couple teams already falling off the pace a little bit. Sevilla, who had a really good season last year, down in 8th place, already 4 points off. But like I said, 4 games in, early in the season, in a matter. Catch you guys for the next one. I know we've been away for a while, but we will be back now. Maybe not every day, but I'm gonna definitely get these out more consistently. I mean, we took such a long time away that I'm sure you guys were wondering if it was even coming back. But let me tell you, bro, I've been saying how much I'm enjoying this save. This save ain't going anywhere anytime soon. I've just not really had the time to be getting these videos out. But now I should have a little bit more time to get them done. So keep an eye out for them. And I know that, you know, when you take a break like this from certain series, you know, the viewership drops off. So if you are here watching this video, I appreciate you guys. And like I said, I'm enjoying this save a lot. So even if the viewership drops off, I'm going to keep making it because I'm enjoying it. And that's how you make the best content. So appreciate you guys for watching. Until next time, peace.